most of the power plants, diesel engines, petrol engines, gas turbines, they use air as the working substance, and air is a mixture of various gases, oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide and many more gases. And therefore, it is very important that we should calculate the properties of mixtures of gases, and that is what we are going to do today. The non-reactive gas mixtures, we call them when two or more non-reacting gases mix together in a given proportion, the resulting gas is known as a gas mixture. Dry air is a mixture of several gases like oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, argon, helium, and its composition remains almost constant unless combustion is associated with air, and such it is a homogeneous gas mixture. Non-reacting gas mixtures can be treated as a pure substance since it remains homogeneous in composition throughout a thermodynamic process. All thermodynamic relations are applicable to these mixtures for analysis, whatever we have studied till now. However, properties of these mixtures depend on properties of constituent gases and also on proportion of the constituents. I would like to explain it here, that say there is a mixture of oxygen and nitrogen and it is a homogeneous mixture, its properties, the properties of the mixture would depend upon the properties of oxygen as well as properties of nitrogen. But in addition to this, same mixture having different compositions would have different properties, and therefore, in addition to the properties of these two gases, we have to have the proportion of these gases also to find out, to evaluate the properties of that mixture. In such cases, two properties of substance are not sufficient to fix the state of the system, and generally the composition of mixture in addition to these two properties should also be known. The composition is generally expressed as mass, mole or volume fraction. The ideal gas mixtures, as we call them, let us consider a mixture of gases A, B and C at a pressure P and temperature T, having a volume V and total mass m of the mixture is sum of the mass of the individual constituents. The total mass of the mixture would be m A plus m B plus m C, where m is mass of the constituent A, m B is mass of constituent B and m C is mass of constituent C, and the total mass would be sum of m A plus m B plus m C. The next property that we define is mass fraction, and mass fraction of any component is defined as the ratio of mass of that component to the total mass. Thus, MFA, the mass fraction of A, MFA would be equal to MA upon M. MA is the mass of the component A divided by the total mass. Similarly, MFB would be MB upon M and MFC would be equal to MC upon M, and therefore, the sum of the mass fractions MFA plus MFB plus MFC would be equal to 1. Then the next parameter that we would like to define is mole. Mole is abbreviated by letter N. Mole is an unit expressed to used to express a quantity of gas whose mass is equal to its molecular weight in magnitude in kilogram and is referred to as kg mole. Number of moles of gas can be obtained by dividing the mass of the gas by its molecular weight. Say for example, we have got 44 kilograms of carbon dioxide, and this 44 kilograms of carbon dioxide will be equal to 1 kg mole of carbon dioxide if we express it in terms of moles. This we get as 44 is the mass of the gas and 44 is its molecular weight. 44 divided by its molecular weight gives us the number of moles of that gas, and number of moles would be 1 kg mole, and this has been expressed here. Say for component A, Na would be equal to Ma upon Ma. Ma is the mass fraction and capital Ma is the molecular weight of component A, and similarly for B and C we can write Na, Nb and Nc, and the total number of moles of gas would be given by Na plus Nb plus Nc. So, the mole fraction of any component is defined as the ratio of the number of moles of that component to the total number of moles. X A, mole fraction of component A, would be the number of moles of gas A divided by the total number of moles. We had just now written that N equal to Na plus Nb plus Nc, and Na upon N would be equal to X A, mole fraction of component A, Nb upon N would be mole fraction of component B, Nc upon N would be mole fraction of C, and therefore, mole fractions, sum of mole fractions X A plus X B plus X C would be equal to 1. Similarly, we can define volume fraction of the gas. Volume fraction of any component is defined as the volume of separated gas to the volume of mixture if both are measured at the same pressure and temperature. Suppose we have a gas having a volume V, and this volume V has components A, B and C. If we separate these three components, we get volume of A V A plus volume of component B V B plus V C, provided we measure them at the same pressure and temperature. We keep the pressure and temperature constant while separating the gases, then the separated volume, sum of the separated volume would be equal to the total volume of the gas, and volume fraction would be defined by dividing the separated volume V A by total volume V. V F B would be equal to V B by V, and V F C would be equal to V C by C, and total volume V F A plus V F B plus V F C will be equal to 1. Partial pressures P, partial pressure of any component in a gaseous mixture is defined as the pressure of the component if it alone occupied the entire volume at the temperature of the mixture. Suppose we have a mixture of gas here at pressure P, A, B and C. If this mixture is separated and the separated gas has the same volume, this is at pressure volume V and temperature T, the same volume, the component A at same temperature T plus gas B is separated having the same volume at same temperature T plus component C having the same volume at same temperature, then its pressure would be P A, its pressure would be P B and its pressure would be P C. This P A, P B and P C is defined as the partial pressure of the individual component, and this is how we define the partial pressure if it alone occupied the entire volume at the temperature of the mixture. Then we come to laws of ideal gas mixtures. The first law that has been enunciated was Dalton's law of partial pressures, and this law states that the pressure of a gas mixture is equal to the sum of pressures each gas would exert if it existed alone at the mixture temperature and volume. The partial pressures, as we have just now defined, say this is the total gas having a pressure P, and these are the separated gases at the same volume and temperature. Volume and temperature remains constant, having pressure P A, partial pressure P B, partial pressure P C. Then the sum of these partial pressures P A plus P B plus P C would be equal to the total pressure, and in that case the gas equation can be applied. P A V would be equal to N A R bar T, that is the ideal gas equation for component A. Ideal gas equation for component B would be P B into V, that would be equal to N B R bar T. P C would be equal to N C R bar T. If we take the sum of these three equations, P A plus P B plus P C into V would be equal to N A plus N B plus N C into R bar T. This sum of P A, P B, P C is equal to P, and N A, N B and N C is equal to N. So, that gives us P V equal to N R T. This shows that mixture of perfect gas acts like a perfect gas. This is the equation for a perfect gas, and for individual components we can apply the gas equation, and for the mixture also the same gas equation is applicable, and therefore, we can say that the mixture of a perfect gas acts like a perfect gas. Further, we can write P A by P equal to N A by N. From this equation and this equation, the first equation and this equation, P A, we divide this equation by this equation, we will get P A by P equal to N A by N, or P A equal to N A by N into P, and N A by N is mole fraction X A. So, P A equal to X A P. Similarly, we can write P B equal to X B P and P C equal to X C P, or in other words we can write P A by P equal to P B by P A by N A. From this, P A by N A equal to P by N. So, P A by N A equal to P by N, P B by N B equal to P by N, P C by N C equal to P by N. Therefore, P A by N A equal to P B by N B equal to P C by N C, that is equal to P by N. This is one expression that we get. Then the Amagat's law of additive volumes. The volume of a gas mixture is equal to the sum of volumes of each gas that would occupy if it existed alone at the mixture temperature and pressures. Suppose we have a mixture of gases at pressure P and T. The components are separated A, B and C at the same pressure and same temperature. So, they will occupy volume V A, this will occupy volume V B, this will occupy V C. Then Amagat-Leduc's law says that total volume is equal to V A plus V B plus V C. This is the Amagat's law, and again we apply the gas equation to these components. P into V A equal to N A R bar T. For gas B, P into V B would be equal to N B R bar T. P into V C would be equal to N C R bar T. Adding up these three equations, we get P equal to P into V A plus V B plus V C equal to N A plus N B plus N C R bar T. So, this we can write as V from Amagat's law, and this as N we have already defined, and therefore, again we can write P V equal to N R bar T. So, this law also proves the same thing, that for a mixture of gases, mixture of ideal gases, the gas equation holds. As we have proved by Dalton's law of partial pressures, the same thing can be proved by the Amagat's law. And further we can write V A upon V from this equation, V A upon V equal to N A upon N, V B upon V equal to N B upon N. We divide this equation by this equation, then this equation by this equation, then third equation by this equation, we get V A by V equal to N A by N, that is X A, or V A equal to X A V, V B, V C, and therefore, we can write V A upon N A equal to V B by N B equal to V B by N C, that is equal to V by N. From the earlier equations, from the Dalton's law of partial pressures and Amagat's law, we have proved that this is equal to x A, this is also equal to x A, this by definition is equal to x A, and volume fraction is also equal to x A. So, mole fraction is equal to partial pressure fraction, that is equal to volume fraction, that is equal to ratio of N A by N, and that is also equal to volume fraction. So, this is for component A, B and C, the same equations they hold. Then comes the thermodynamic properties of mixtures. We have defined certain properties of the gases, and based on these properties we can derive the equations for the various properties, the internal energy, the enthalpy, the entropy, the gas constant, the molecular weight and so on. So, all these properties are required to be calculated, and these properties can be calculated using the Gibbs-Dalton's law. Gibbs' law is an extension of Dalton's law of partial pressures and states that an extensive property of a mixture of perfect gases is sum of the properties of individual constituents if it existed alone at the mixture temperature and volume. Suppose we have a mixture of three gases A, B and C existing at pressures P, V and T. If these components are separated and these components occupy the same volume at the same temperature, A at volume V and T same as this, B, M B at the same volume and temperature, and component C at the same volume and temperature having different pressures, then the enthalpies, entropies and internal energies would also they can be calculated, and that is where Gibbs law can be used. It is an extension of Dalton's law of partial pressures and states that extensive properties of mixture of perfect gases is sum of the properties of individual constituents. That is, the total property here, whether it is U, it is H or S, would be equal to U A, H A, S A, U B, H B, S B, U C, H C and S C. Sum of these properties would give us the internal energy of the mixture and enthalpy and entropy also. That is the Gibbs-Dalton law, and that has been, this Gibbs-Dalton law has been used for calculating the properties. On the basis of Gibbs-Dalton law, we can write U equal to U A plus U B plus U C. The total internal energy of the mixture is equal to internal energy of component A plus internal energy of component B plus internal energy of component C. This is the total internal energy. So, if specific internal energy is U, then M into U, total mass into total internal energy would be equal to M A U A plus MbUb plus McUc. If we divide it by the whole equation by m, we get the specific internal energy U equal to Ma upon m into Ua, that is MFA Ua plus MFB Ub plus MFC Uc, right. U is the specific internal energy on the mass basis, and on the molar basis we can calculate N into U should be equal to Na Ua plus Nb Ub plus Nc Uc, and on molar basis we can write U equal to Na upon N Ua, Nb upon N Ub plus Nc upon N Uc, that is Xa Ua plus Xb Ub plus Xc Uc. This U is molar specific internal energy. On the same way, the enthalpy can be calculated. The total enthalpy Mh is equal to MAHA plus MBHB plus MCHC, or we can write specific enthalpy equal to MFAHA plus MFBHB plus MFCHC. Molar basis, the specific enthalpy would be given by XAHA plus XBHB plus XCHC. Similarly, for entropy we can write on the same basis, we can write S equal to MFASA plus MFBSB plus MFCSC, and on molar basis S is equal to XASA plus XBSB plus XCSC. Then one more important thing that is required for gas mixtures is the molecular weight of the mixture. The molecular weight of components is known to us. We know the molecular weight of oxygen, we know the molecular weight of nitrogen, we know the molecular weight of carbon dioxide, but if they exist in certain proportion in a mixture, the molecular weight of that mixture has to be computed, because it would be somewhere, it will not be same as oxygen, nitrogen or carbon dioxide, but it would be somewhere in between the molecular weights of these three components. So, to calculate molecular weight, we assume that molecular weight of mixture is m, then molecular weight, this is the total number of moles of the gas, this is the mass of the gas, then number of moles is equal to m upon capital M. N equal to Na plus Nb plus Nc, this we have already defined, and N is equal to m upon m, we have written here. For different components we can write Na equal to Ma upon Ma plus Nb equal to Mb upon Mb and Nc equal to Mc upon Mc, capital Mc. This is the mass, the small letters, this is the molecular weight, the capital letters represent the molecular weight of the components, and therefore, molecular weight of the mixture can be calculated using this equation. M would be equal to m divided by Ma upon Ma plus Mb upon Mb plus Mc upon Mc. M, if we divide this equation by m, it becomes 1 upon MFA Ma plus MFB Mb plus MFC Mc. This particular equation can be used for calculation of molecular weight of the mixture. Also, on molar basis we can find out N into M equal to Na plus Ma plus Mb plus Mc. This is total mass of the mixture. Mass of the mixture is equal to N into M. So, N into M equal to Ma plus Mb plus Mc. Ma we can write as Na Ma plus Nb Mb plus Nc Mc, and therefore, total molecular weight of the mixture would be equal to Na Ma plus Nb Mb plus Nc Mc divided by M N, and Na upon N is Xa, mole fraction multiplied by Ma, mole fraction multiplied by Mb, mole fraction multiplied by Mc. This also gives us the molecular weight of the mixture of gases. Then one of the very important parameters for computation of heat and work during thermodynamic process is the gas constant. and for a mixture of the gas we can write the P V equal to m R T. Similarly, for individual constituents we had written this equation P for component A, P A V equal to m A R A T. Gas constant for each gas is different. So, for component A gas constant is R A, for component B gas constant is R B, for component C gas constant is R C, and therefore, we can write these three equations for individual components. Adding up these three components, these three equations, we get P A plus P B plus P C into V equal to M A R A plus M B R B plus M C R C into T. This is P into V, that is P into V, that should be equal to M A R A plus M B R B plus M C R C into T. This is also equal to M R T. We have written P V equal to M R T here. So, this is P V equal to M R T, M into R therefore, would be equal to M A R A plus M B R B plus M C R C, or we can write R, the gas constant for mixture would be equal to M A upon M into R A plus M B upon M into R B plus M C upon M into R C, that is M F A R A plus M F B R B plus M F C R C. So, that gives us the gas constant for a particular mixture of different gases. Then specific heats are also required, and specific heats can be obtained using the internal energy equation and enthalpy equation. The internal energy equation we had written just now as m u equal to m a r a m a u a plus m b u b plus m c u c. Now, the expression that we can write m c v d t, u is equal to c v d t for mixture. So, for mixture we can write m c v d t. For component A we can write m a c v a, the specificated constant volume for component A into d t plus m b c v b d t plus m c c v c d t. d t being common cancels off, and C V we can write, C V for mixture can be written as m a upon m C V a, m b upon m C V b plus m c upon m into C V c, that is C V is equal to m f a C V a plus m f b C V b plus m f c C V c kilojoules per kg, and on the molar basis we can write, instead of m C V d t we can write n C V d t, and the expression that we get on molar basis C V is equal to x a C V a plus x b C V b plus x c C V c kilojoules per kg mole. Similarly, for C P we can write C P on mass basis would be m f a C P a plus m f b C P b plus m f c C P c kilojoules per kg, and on molar basis it would be x a C P a plus x b C P b plus x c C P c. So, this is how we have calculated the molecular weight, the gas constant, the specific heats, and once we know the specific heats, gas constant and molecular weight, once the mixture behaves exactly as an ideal gas, knowing these properties, all thermodynamics calculations can be done for mixture of gases for analysis of any thermodynamic process, and these relations are extremely useful for computing the properties for gas power cycles where air is being used as a working substance, and for air having different compositions, the properties can be calculated knowing the properties of its component oxygen, nitrogen and carbon dioxide mainly, and all the computations can be done, all the analysis can be done. Thank you.